Hi everyone, welcome to the NiKo show. I hope you're enjoying your life and having fun. Today we are going to talk about the Bentley Continental Supersports. Now this car is from Forza Horizon 5, not Forza Motorsport. Now I have been recording certain videos where there are cars from Forza Motorsport. If you go to my channel, you will see many videos about uh, cars, right? So what I will do is what my plan about these videos are that I will be uploading a separate video where you will only see and hear cars being test driven and raced in Forza Motorsport and in Forza Horizon 5 as well, and then I am going to discuss about those cars in detail. Now what in detail? I'm going to be discussing about how the car looks, how I feel about the car, and whether or not you should be investing your credits, in-game credits, in buying the car and in upgrading it. Now this is not some form of a formal review or critiquing the car. This is just that I'm a car lover and I want to discuss everything I can about my favorite cars and even not my favorite cars. So without any further delay, let's get into today's car. Today's focus is Bentley Continental Supersports, right? So this video is there on my channel. If you go to my channel, you will see a video which has no commentary on it. So if you want to enjoy a video without me interrupting it, kindly do check that video out, which is out on my channel. In this video we are going to be discussing about the car, so there's going to be me talking a lot. Okay, so at first glance, as you can see, so if you're new to the channel, so this is a rundown of what we are going to do in all these videos, not just this video. Is that first I'm going to be discussing about the car's aesthetics, okay, the exteriors, and then I'm going to go into discussion of the interiors of the car, on what I love about it and what I don't love about it. Then we are going to see how the car performs in real time, and also we are going to be hearing how the car sounds, because let's be honest, car sounds are the reason why we are here, right? Everybody love how the car sounds. So, and as I said in my previous video as well, I am not a performance guy, I'm not a maths guy, I don't know much about the stats of the car, or what stats should I be focusing on. So this is going to be a more and more aesthetic video and more about how the car feels to me personally, both while driving and both while driving and looking at it. So without any further delays, let's go and see what what this car is all about. So at the very first glance, you will fall in love with the headlights. As you can see these headlights, I love this design. Okay, so there are these two circular headlights on both sides. This is the main headlight, and then this is the secondary headlight, which if you watch very closely, there are pearl like lights within those headlights. So I like this design already. Then you have this grill, this square grill, which is right in the middle, which I love. It feels very complementary to each other, and it feels very aerodynamic. It feels like, okay, this is very pleasing to my eyes, I want to get closer to it, right? So you can see that how amazing this looks from the front, right? You have this sort of, as you can see, this is not in a straight line too, right? This is a slant which goes upwards. I like this curvature which goes along this line. It forms like, it's not completely a C, but as you can see that this line is curve, then there is this line which separates it, and then another curve starts and ends here in the middle, and then another curve starts here, and then the final curve. I love this design. Makes it feel like I'm looking at a hawk or a vulture, right? When you look at it. Now that may be a very bad analogy, but that's how I feel when I look at it, right? And I love this grill. I love the design of the grill. Not anything fancy, but it suits the design. And obviously we have the bumper. This is the basic bumper. Now one thing that I don't like about Forza Horizon 5 is the lack of customization. Now Crew Motorfest has a lot of customization options, and so does NFS Unbound. Horizon doesn't have many options, unfortunately. uh, as far as I have played, I have not seen very impressive options on car customization in this game. But anyway, so this is the stock bumper. nothing fancy about it, but I love the overall design of it. Now as we move on, we will see the engine, right? This is the engine. It will pop up right now. Just wait. This is my gameplay, by the way. I'm not commenting on other people's gameplay, so you will feel as if I am taking someone. So this is the engine. Now I don't know what this engine is or what are the specifications of it, but look how clean this looks. I mean, it's just so poetic, right? You have this engine here and everything is so neat and clean. Then you have the Bentley logo, amazing stuff. So we will just sort of move on to the side here, and as you can hover around this car and you can open the boot, you can inspect everything in it. So this is what I love about Forza personally, that you can get up close and personal with the car and sort of see for yourself how the car looks. Now just something to discuss about the tail lights. Now one beautiful thing that I like about the tail lights is this design. Again, you have these two sort of spherical, I don't know what this is, I'm forgetting the shape of this, but there are these two spherical structures, I think elongated spheres we'll call them for the sake of our for the sake of this video. We'll call this elongated spheres, right? So there are two of these spheres, one short, one long. Again, here one short, one long. This looks amazing to me, and this is all embedded within the tail light, so this looks amazing. And when it lights up, it will look even beautiful. This is my name, by the way, on the license plate, Nishant. So yeah, so the tail lights and everything look amazing, and this is the boot. If you are looking to buy this car, this is the only space you will have. And again, this is the design which was available. This is a user created design. Sorry, I don't know who created this design. It is not captured in this video, but hats off to him. This is a good design. It is a bit shiny for my taste, but it is good design. And so yeah, these are the tail lights, and look how on the sides, you look how aesthetically pleasing these lines look, right? And how aerodynamic this feels. And even the fuel thing is in the fuel intake is here. You can put the fuel from this. So I like this design overall. Even from the side, this car looks quite pleasing on the eyes. So there's no doubt about it. And as you can see, these are the only options that you get. You cannot customize the bumper. If you can, please do let me know. I didn't find any option to do that. You had these two silly wings on it. I didn't apply anything, of course. I went for the stock wing. And again, I forgot the exhaust. Now exhaust also resembles the tail light. If you notice very closely, the shape of this tail light and the shape of both these exhausts is the same, which really lends a very uniform feel to this car, which I love. So this car has been intricately designed. Obviously this is a luxury car, so obviously this has to be designed intricately, but it just flows very well to my eyes, and again, it's just great to look at. Now if you move ahead, now we will discuss about the interiors. Now yeah, this was the only option that I had for a bumper, right? Just the two options. Again, disappointing. It's like literally extension of a beak of a bird, so again, useless to me. So we will go ahead and look at, so rims, there are a lot of rim options. Okay, so now let's skip to the interiors. Now we were talking about the interiors now, because that is my favorite part. Now as you can see, so this is the door area. So if this is the Forza Vista option in the game, where you can inspect this car and you pop open the door, then you can sit inside. And as you see, this is a standard interior on the door, nothing fancy here, but again, a very aesthetically pleasing design. You have this pearl drop design, or an eye design. It looks like eye of a bird, and within that you have these buttons, and here's the handle, and here's another vent, I think. So now coming to the most important part of this car is the steering wheel. I love this design. It looks like a plane, and the logo, it looks amazing. This is a very very amazing detail here, that you have these small buttons, and it grows from small to big on both sides, looking very uniform, looking very good. And the Bentley logo really gels well with the overall design. And even the steering wheel, this around the circumference, is a very thick steering, not too thick, not too thin. And as you see, there are these lines which feel very just, they're just so good to look at. I don't know what to say about these things, man. They look so amazing. So there is something about it that really appeases to you, that okay, when you sit and when you look at this steering wheel, you know you're sitting in a luxury car, right? And then you have these the dashboard, the other things, the mirror. Then you have the gearbox. Now one thing I do like about the gearbox is that uh, it's very flat, right? There is nothing uh, complex going on here. You have these buttons you can use. There's the gearbox here. And funny enough, the engine start stop button is on is near the gear panel. Now I don't know about you guys, but I have not seen many cars who do this. Now I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's just peculiar that engine start and stop is near the gearbox. So that's something. And then you have this screen in the middle, right? In the middle, looks good. Nothing bad to say about this. And then you have these two AC vents, and between that is a clock. Looks fancy, right? Looks amazing. Good touch. And of course you have the seats and everything. Looks good to me. So it all feels luxuric, if that's a word. It all feels luxurious. And of course you have the cup holders. You can have, if you have your girlfriend or anyone, you can keep the cups in here. And again, good design overall. You can honk the horn if you want. I'll just skip over the horn part of it. Sorry, did I mute it? Okay. So will it play or something? Right. So now when we press this button, it's going to switch on the car. That's another amazing feature in this game. See, I like this part of the car. And then you can see the dashboard which lights up in front of you. These speedometers, this speedometer is good. Then there's this dial of RPM, and then there's these two other dials in it. And in middle you have the digital as well. I like that. I like that combination where you have digital and analog. Personally, you have best of both worlds in it, right? So that is it about the car's interiors and the exterior design, which I love. Now we will be moving on to how the car performs and how I personally feel about this car. Okay, so let's move on from this. This starts off as you can see, you can just check the car out completely and then move on. So yeah, so we'll just have this small lap which I took. And when you take this lap around, as soon as I took the car out for a spin, I'm just pausing it so that, because my audio is quite low and the car's audio is quite high. So the first thing which I noticed as soon as I took the car out of the showroom in this game was that the car was very heavy, man. Very heavy, especially compared to other cars in this class which I have driven in Forza. This car was very heavy. Again, this is a stock car. I had just purchased this car and I didn't add any performance upgrades to it, so it was very very heavy. I could feel it. Okay, so I'll just try to mute it so that it doesn't disturb us, right? So as you can see, this car just struggles, right? And it also feels slow. When you drive it, you will feel. And I just collided with a tree. A new car bought from the showroom and collided with the tree. Just a perfect start that you wanted. Okay, so as you can see, this feels slow. You can see the speedometer is going very slowly upwards. Especially when you play, you feel very sluggish in this car. It is also quite sluggish to turn. It doesn't turn very good. It is suited for paved roads. So if you're doing off-road races, make sure to have off-road tires. If there is such a thing in this car, do try that to increase that off-road stats of the car if you want to take this car off-road. But again, I would not recommend this car for off-roads. So it felt very heavy to me. Now the best thing about this car is its sound. So As you can see it slightly drifted a bit. So you have to be in control of this car, otherwise this car will feel sluggish. You have to be a bit preemptive. So if you have to take a right turn, you have to make sure that you are ready for it and apply the brakes as well before you do it. Otherwise this car might just skid a little bit. It skids a little bit and then it stops. So it never goes out of control, but it feels like it will go out of control, if you catch my drift. Now I personally just drove it a little bit and then I went in for a race. So this is the free roam part, right? So now we are going to go in the cockpit view and then we are going to drive. So before we go for a drive, I will leave a little segment so that you can hear how this car sounds, and I will shut up for 2 minutes and you will listen to how this car sounds, okay? Right, so that was about the sound of the car. Now again, the car sound is amazing personally, because I feel the power when the engine roars, right? You feel that this car is powerful, especially when you drive it. You will feel that, okay, this car has the power, but somehow that power does not translate to speed and acceleration. You don't feel that you are accelerated, right? In this car you will feel that, okay, you're being pushed forward, and that is also reflected in its sound. If you hear carefully, if you go back in the video, you will hear that this engine is sort of muffled. I don't know if it makes sense or not. And now again, I am not a performance guy. I'm not the grease monkey who will tell you the stats or will tell you that this is a particular engine. I know the broad categories of engine, V8, V6, all those things, but I don't know what engine is in this car. But the sound of the engine is quite muffled. If you hear it again, it doesn't sound outrageous. It is muffled, but yet you feel the power while you're driving the car. But when you want to accelerate it, it doesn't feel uh, fast. It is smooth. The increment is smooth, but it is not fast, okay? So the car is smooth to drive, don't get me wrong, but it is heavy and smooth. So if you would want a recommendation, so we discussed, just to remind or just to summarize what we discussed. First we discussed the looks of the car, then we went into the interiors, uh, discussed about that, then we just discussed about how the car feels and how I felt when I drove the car right out of the showroom in Forza Horizon 5, and then we discussed about how it sounds. And now I'm going to just discuss my final thoughts about this car, on why you should or should not buy the car in Forza Horizon 5. My bad. So personally, I purchased this car for the sake of this video, but if you if you have to take your hard earned credits into consideration, would you or should you buy this car? Now personally, I think you should. Firstly, because it is not that expensive and you can easily make money in Forza Horizon 5. So why you should buy it? Now if you are looking for a car which is a mix of luxury and performance, then this is your bet. Okay, if you're looking for luxury and performance combined, and something which also looks amazing, you should go for Bentley Continental Supersports. Okay, now why you should not buy it? If you're looking for a fast car and a luxurious car, that does not exist in this Bentley. It looks luxurious, it feels luxurious when you play in the cockpit view, as you can see in this video as well. As you can see, it looks luxurious, right? The speedometers looks amazing, premium. There's the clock here and there's a digital speedometer. Interiors look good, leather looks good, black and everything. But again, if you are looking for a car which is fast, which is nimble as well, this is not the car for you. This car will struggle in turning, this car will struggle to reach a high speed faster, right? It does not accelerate faster, and when it does accelerate faster, it is easy to slow it down. So it works very extremely, right? Extremely, but in a negative way. If you want to reach a higher speed, it reaches that speed very slow, but if you want to reach a slower speed, that happens very fast. So this makes the car very slow and sluggish, in my opinion, right? And if you're going for races, especially multiplayer races, then I don't know, this car will feel quite slow. But then again, if other people are using the car in the same class, maybe this car can outperform them. I don't know. But personally, I don't recommend this for a faster. If you are a guy or a girl who wants a faster car, this is not the car for you. This is a car which you can buy when you're looking for something stylish to look at, right? Something luxurious and something which is unique in terms of aesthetics and power, right? It has power, but it does not have performance. So for those people, this car is a perfect choice. And personally, if you have credits to spare, it is cheap. It is not that expensive, as far as I remember. So you can go for this car if you love those aspects which I just mentioned. And if you're looking for a performance car, better not go for this. Okay. Now maybe when you put some upgrades into it, it might perform. I don't know. No, oh wait, I did put some upgrades into it, but I do remember its acceleration did improve a little bit, but it did not improve dramatically, right? Now I did not upgrade this car to a higher tier, because I think if you keep upgrading it, the car shifts to a new tier, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but that does happen. I wanted to keep the car in its current tier so that I could use it for those races, right? So yeah, that is it about the Bentley Continental Supersports 2017. So if you love these kind of videos, do let me know in the comments, and do subscribe and do share these videos, and I will keep bringing these videos to you. And there are more car related videos on this channel, you can check those out. I also do some game analysis, and also cover game news. If you're interested, do check it out, do stick around. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next show, guys. Until then, stay happy and keep gaming.